What do you think of Drudge Report lately? Not even right, not even about Trump, but they're anti-Christian headlines. One of my favorites was a couple weeks ago, and it was in red, right? Pastor calls for execution of gays, then introduces Ted Cruz. And I said, hold on, right? And I clicked it, and of course, he just listed a bunch of sins and talked about spiritual death, not execution. And then there are all these headlines about people laying hands on you to make you seem like a crazy weirdo. I feel like we have enough people attacking Christianity. We don't need Drudge's help. What do you think of that?
Well, look, a Drudge Report over the years has done a good job highlighting the excesses of the left and the excesses of liberalism. And in about the past month, the Drudge Report has basically become the attack site for the Donald Trump campaign. And so every day they have the latest Trump attack. They're directed at me. By all appearances, Roger Stone now decides what's on Drudge. And most days they have a 6-month-old article that is some attack on me. And it's whatever the Trump campaign is pushing that day will be the banner headline on Drudge. By the way, they no longer cover news. Remember, they used to have things like election results? They don't put those on Drudge anymore. When we win a state, suddenly the state doesn't matter. You know, Colorado, there was no red siren on Drudge when we won all 34 delegates in Colorado. That wasn't news because, I mean, listen, that's fine. If people want to get on the Trump train, they can. I actually think we need real and meaningful solutions to the problems in this country. And as president, my focus is going to be on 3 things: jobs, freedom, and security.
Yep.
My number one priority is bringing jobs back to America, raising wages for everyone, making it easier for people struggling to achieve the American dream. That's my focus. And I'm going to let others worry about the silly political game and the circus.
Last thing on Drudge. I've always thought it interesting when the debate is still going on and they'll put a poll up who won the debate. It's literally in the middle of the debate, and they say who won the debate, and then Trump walks off the stage and says, "Well, everyone says I won the debate." So wait, hold on, the debate just ended. All right.
I will say this, Mike: actions speak louder than words. Donald is terrified to debate. He won't debate anymore. He's skipping all the debates, and the reason is he liked it when there were 10 or 11 people on stage because he didn't have to speak very much, and all of the bickering dominated everything. Now that it is down one-on-one between me and Donald Trump, and one or the other of us is going to be the nominee. There are only 2 people with any plausible path to winning a majority of the delegates, and that is either me or Donald Trump. And by the way, California is going to decide it. California, for the first time in decades,
right,
matters in the Republican
a year ago,
primary.
when you got into this, did you think California would be in play?
To be honest, I didn't. I mean, we hadn't seen a primary go this long, but nobody anticipated Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a unique, it is a reality star, substanceless attack and cursing and personal insult. I don't think that's what politics should be about. I think politics should be about solving the real problems that Americans are facing.